Hey guys, hey, happy New
Happy
Happy
New
New Year.
Year,
Happy New
YouTube
Year.
land.
Year! Yeah, y'all like that new intro? It's cute. It's simple, but it's cute. It's cute. I told y'all.
It is.
It's
It's cute. It's
official.
cute.
Anthony getting his shit with us. Welcome, welcome. New song too. Greedy Guts Productions. We're gonna put them out in there. This new song. We're gonna play the whole one for y'all too.
Okay,
But
cool.
anyway, how we got
Well, I hope everybody had a wonderful, wonderful holiday season. For me, 2025 was not a bad year, but all at the same time, it wasn't like, I mean, I don't know, it was like a dark cloud. Like it's to me, it just seemed like a dark cloud was like over the whole country, not just personally me myself, but it just seemed like something wasn't clicking in 2025. I don't know. Was
So 2026.
It's about to be on and popping.
Yeah, I think 2025 we had to face the second term of that you know who, and we was all kind of handling that, and now it did set in. We see what we fighting with or dealing with, so we're on the grind now.
Yeah, we got 3 more years of dumpy pants. Unfortunately, 3 more
Look,
years of dumpy
I mean,
pants.
it ain't 3 more years, but
Yeah, and then his son Eric said that he's getting ready to make his announcement that he's going to run in 28. I said, well, that'll just complete the whole circle. We don't had your dad, the pedophile, the bankruptcy king, then we bring you on in, drug addict, all that to just complete the whole circle.
That's not Junior. That's you say Eric, right?
Yeah, Eric is it. I mean, no, Trump. I mean Donald Jr.
Yeah.
No, that's not the one. Eric
oh,
was the
you're
one that was.
stupid.
Yeah. Okay. All right. My bad. I had it wrong. So yeah, I mean, I feel like I don't know. For some reason, I felt like the whole time that I was just carrying that weight. You know what I mean? I was just carrying the weight of everything that was going on, that was going wrong in other people's lives. I don't even know them. You know what I'm saying?
Look,
Felt like I was carrying the weight for everybody that was going through something, had lost their job, and now they lost their health care. And I was like, why am I feeling that? You know what I mean?
Well, they haven't lost the health care. It's just those credits are gone.
Oh.
And
that
those
means
are
lost their health care because they can't pay for it.
exactly. So some will lose, but it's gonna be a tough go. But it's gonna trickle down, they claim, to the business sector's health care because it's gonna go up. Because they're gonna try to fill that gap.
I was watching something.
They have to. Hospitals closing left and right, so they're gonna have to trickle down to, like, this year hours didn't go up at work, but who's to say that might not change in 6 months? That might be
Exactly.
I need to ask my dad about his company because this company always had great. My dad pays $20 a month for 6 people. Always have.
Well,
And
Glock
okay,
is a good
5
company.
now.
Glock been around a long time.
Yeah, but we don't see, and it's like $10 copay for regular doctors, $25 for specialists. So always great insurance. And I just wonder how this is going to affect that company because I know for my husband's company, it literally tripled. So it was when they just sent out the thing for me and him, it would have been before last year. It would have been like $290 something a pay period, so almost $500 a month. And everybody was like, "Oh, that's a great price." I'm like, "What the hell?" So now, when they sent out the chart or whatever it is, it's like 1505 for just a month.
Wow.
How can anybody afford? Can anybody afford that?
Well, like the guy said on Face the Nation this morning, a lot of people are they're gonna drop it because they can't afford it. So it'll be a lot of uninsured people.
Watching Don Lemon show yesterday or the day before, it was this couple who voted for Trump, but they are both retired, and they were talking about how together their insurance was around 4 something a month. And now they both have health problems and this, and it's not fair for our government to take this away from us. And healthcare is a necessity. And so the interviewer asked, "Well, who did you vote for?" She said, "Well, I don't think that's important. That has nothing to do with healthcare."
That
And
just
the guy
told
said, "Yes, it does, because
I
you
just told
knew
it.
what was going to happen. Like he said, no, we voted Trump based on his policies. And he said one of his policies was to get rid of healthcare. So why are you sitting here talking to me if you voted for this? Like,
girl, speaking of Don Lemon, he did a countdown in New Orleans on Wednesday night. Oh my God, it was the funniest. Do you hear me? Don Lemon had got
I wanted to watch it. I watched the show the next day and he was talking about it. And I said, I got to go back and watch it.
He had Big Frida in one clip. He had Big Frida on there. Well, you know Big Frida is, right? Mm-hmm. Okay. So he had Big Frida and he had the mic turned upside down. He gonna tell me he had 4 shots, but I'm gonna have some more. And Big Frida was like, God, I don't think you need nobody. Girl, yeah, he did the countdown in New Orleans. He sure did.
Mm-hmm. So they had a good time, man.
I was like, see, we should have been there.
Well, he said he's going to do it every year. That's going to be his spot.
New Orleans?
New Orleans. So he'll be there every year. I said, okay, Dawn.
I have to find us an Airbnb so we can be there next year. At the end of this year, yeah.
Yeah, this year, next year, same difference.
Okay.
Now, what's your goal coming up for this following 2026?
You know, I didn't even do a New Year's resolution, and my goal is to just remain calm. You know what I mean? And just keep being who I am. Make sure my mom's straight. I'm going to get out more. You know what I mean? If I don't do it, but just go up here around the corner, up there to Copeland's or somewhere. I'm going to get out more.
Copeland.
Huh?
I be forgetting about Copeland, honey. That's Sunday brunch.
Yeah, that Sunday brunch be popping. But yeah, so that's just, I didn't make any promises because I never know how my situation gonna bounce. So I didn't fool myself or trick my mind, you know, to think that I'm gonna be just what I'm gonna be doing because I don't know. So I just said I'm gonna get out more and remain calm and try not to carry this weight. I just feel so bad for others, you know, that are struggling so bad. I mean, I feel like I wish I was in a position where I could help people on a larger scale, you know, and, you know, not just $25 here and $20 here or whatever. So it's, you know, but other than that, I'm good. What about you, cuz? What's your goals for 2026?
I don't really make them too much, but some insight is just try to eat a little healthier, get back into the gym, save a little bit more money because I'm prepping for retirement in another couple so years. That's pretty much my focus, and maybe get a trip or 2 in this year because I haven't really done a vacation since COVID started. And you know, COVID is 6 years old.
Right.
It don't seem like it.
Yeah, COVID be 6 in March.
March 17th.
Yep, 6 years.
That's when they sent us home.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm thinking like I had it before that March. I had it that January and that December because I was sick and couldn't figure out, and they couldn't tell me what was wrong with me. You know what I mean? I'm like, man, but yeah, I'm just, you know, I'm glad that I'll be 62 this year. I'm like, cuz I got to start, you know, saving more, you know, for the retirement because I am getting on up in age and, you know, hey, I'll be 62. Oh,
you can apply for Social Security.
Yes, yeah, I can. I actually can, but I was trying to hold out a little longer. You know, as long as they leave me at home, I think I'll be okay. They start talking that I'll come back in the office. Yeah, I'm down.
Yeah, but all this time they better hush.
Yeah, because we've been home. March will be 6 years.
So yeah, just leave it be. Just leave it be.
So what do you got? What is your take on the Venezuela attack? Christmas. I mean,
Tyra didn't say her 2016.
Oh, that's right. Go ahead.
Well, I don't know if y'all remember last year I said that I was going to build a better relationship with the 2 bitches, patience and consistency.
Mm-hmm.
And I think we're not besties. However, we do have a better relationship. You know, we talk every day now. So I'm
proud of you. I'm proud of you.
We're getting there.
Okay.
Patience. My son made me realize that my relationship with patience is not exactly being patient, but it's cutting off and cutting out stuff that I don't have any tolerance for. So I'll take that. You know, he's like, you just be cutting stuff off. You ignore people. You just be like, And I'm like, really? So, you know, me and those go. So now I think this year I need to still keep working on my relationship with them, but also put in a little more when it comes to listening. I need to listen. Now that one right there, I need to probably be working on that for the rest of my life because I don't know about that one. But I'm be listening. So just
But you, I mean, but you're a pretty good listener, so I don't
I
think
hear stuff.
yeah, you. Oh,
I
okay.
hear very, very well.
Oh, okay, okay. But it's not. It don't register. Well, what you want to register registers because you need to handle that business. But you're saying other stuff that probably need to register a little more that just don't register even when you're having a conversation. I get you. I get
That
you.
part. So I'm really I'm be a better communicator, and the way to be a better communicator is to be a better listener. And I'm sure my husband would really, 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 really appreciate that.
And this is y'all. This is gonna be like y'all 10th year wedding anniversary.
This year be 10 dang on years. It took me 10 years to say I want to listen.
I know, right?
Yes, 10 years. So I gotta figure out where we going and what we gonna do.
Yeah, something really nice.
Look, we'll probably be somewhere asleep. I'll be fine with that.
Now
So,
we're gonna say that you'll go somewhere nice because I'm gonna hit the lottery. I'm hitting the lottery this year. That's one thing I'm gonna do.
There you go.
I'm
yeah,
gonna hit
There
the
you
lottery
go.
this year,
be
and
more intentional with your words.
yeah, I'm gonna hit the lottery
Right.
this year, and a lot of us will be balling out. You know, around the middle to the end of the year, we're gonna be balling.
All right, come on, sis. Hit them
We're gonna
numbers.
be
Hit them
balling because
numbers.
yeah, I'm gonna lean in. I'm gonna lean in it a little bit more. Lean in, lean. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, we gonna. Oh yeah, everybody getting a vacation this year.
All right, okay. All right,
Everybody.
Oprah.
We
Pass it
don't
out.
do nothing. If we don't do nothing but just go to the street. Everybody get a vacation. This year.
Look, I'm fine with that right now. Lord Jesus, let me just go down there. Just somewhere I'm not in my house where
Right.
I'm thinking about what needs to be done and how to do this and all that other stuff. So that
Yeah.
works.
So we going. I'm hitting the lottery, and we're going to ball. So
There
yeah,
you
that's
go.
what
There
we're
you
doing.
go.
That's what's up.
Ah,
Now come on, let's talk about Venezuela. Come on now. Come. Let's talk about Venezuela. Was that not gangster or was that gangster?
Well, the
got
country
some.
history of doing that. Remember, Bush went in and took out Noriega.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
America's a bully. They bully on countries that don't really have such a strong military and definitely don't have nuclear weaponry.
Right.
So they push their way, and it depends on what commodity they're after. Venezuela, which I didn't know, is the number one oil producing country in the world. Now I knew they produced oil, but I didn't know they was over the Saudis, and they are.
Yes.
So
See, I didn't know that
always
either.
leads to money, power, wealth.
Yes.
It's just that's who they are.
But at
Yeah.
the same time, quit lying. Quit saying. I mean, he did say today in his little press conference that the U.S. is going to take over and da. Don't talk about
Just
drugs.
pardon the biggest drug kingpin probably
That's
in
my
the
part
history.
right there. So you
Yeah.
talk
Just telling
about
the
his
story that it's
drugs.
about drugs. It's about drugs coming in the country, and you pardon no boy with them 400 keys.
So we all gonna be high as hell and get about 12, get about 6 months. We all gonna be out here fucked up and feeling good walking. They gonna hurry up and legalize weed. They gonna have no choice
No, it
because
wasn't weed.
I know, but that's what I'm saying. They gonna cause at the end of the coke is what everybody gonna have now. Whatever his name is has. So I mean, you might as well legalize it because we
But
gonna
now
have all the other stuff.
they say that he was actually being the president of the country and wasn't elected in. So they're gonna run it until they can hold the election. Bitch, you can't even figure. I'm sorry. I know I said 2026. I'm gonna stop cursing. You know, that's one. I'm
Shit.
gonna work on that. But I'm
Not
like,
gonna
Wait a
happen.
minute,
Not
football. You said what?
I said I'm gonna stop cursing.
Okay, so I'm gonna pay homage to Isaiah, what's his name, that died the other day. She.
I am. I'm gonna stop cursing
not
because
gonna
one
happen.
thing. How are you gonna talk about? You're gonna make sure they have a fair election.
You just mad because no, I can't even say mad. I think he admired the fact that this man stayed in after he wasn't elected and he just said, I couldn't do that. I need to get you so you can show me what you did and you my friend. And he went over there and got him and said, all right, how you do that? Because next time I'm gonna do it. 2028 coming up. I'm still alive. I'm gonna do what you did.
He won't make it to 2028.
He's gonna be so old and feeble, but he's working it for 2026 or laying the playbook for the next time.
Right. Because they feel like they either not gonna have the election for midterms or they're gonna steal, like they do all the time. But I don't know. I mean, really, do we have anybody running in November that's even
for midterm?
For midterm.
Well, it won't be a presidential, so no.
Yeah, I know it's not presidential, but to come in and are we seeing any positive?
I don't know if the word is scared, but so many people are running scared, and that's why I think everybody thinks Jasmine Crockett is crazy, because that bitch is like, try me if you want to. She loud.
She's not gonna be Congress. She's gonna remain in Senate. They're not gonna bring her into Congress.
You know,
it's gonna be a tall order, but you don't know, because guess what? Your state have a Jewish senator and a black senator, red county, redneck Georgia. So you never know. She might eke it out. She might.
I hope so. I'm hoping.
And then Marjorie Taylor Greene keep jumping on the news. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to figure out what is she trying to do. Because I know she's trying to do something here in the state of Georgia, but she won't let it out. She won't say.
Well, we'll see. Hopefully Wednesday she'll say, because she'll be on The View on Wednesday.
Yeah.
And I'm going to see, because, again, that's my representative in this area.
Well, she gets no respect from me. I don't take her phony reconciliation bid with the country. She is just as culpable as the rest of them. I have nothing for her. Nothing.
It's going to be interesting, because now that she's gone, there has to be some kind of special election in March, right?
For her district?
Well, they don't have to. They don't have to. It's up to the governor, and because the election is coming in November, so they could just keep the seat empty, or unless they can appoint someone.
Now, Democrats been flipping some seats now, like in Iowa and different little places. They just, of course, we don't get mainstream media anymore because he shut all that down. So you have to try to get it from, Don Lemon or Karen Hunter or Joy Reid, people like that with podcasts. But yeah, they won like Iowa and some other states that we probably wouldn't have never thought they was winning in.
You get a little on MS Now with Reverend Sharpton show and a few of those others, the weekends and stuff. But you're right. They don't give much, because CBS, it completely turned. It's going to Fox. That's why I missed 60 Minutes, but I don't do CBS hardly at all.
Yeah, I had to cut 60 Minutes off after last week. I cut them off.
Yeah, what happened last week?
That was the last time I was gonna watch them.
Okay.
Last week was it.
Now, what's sad is, listen at the generation gap, right? They talking news stations. I'm finna say, because I noticed that even though the TikTok hasn't changed over yet, my algorithm on TikTok is horrible.
It is.
So I do a lot of business stuff. So Canva, AI, marketing tips, all that. My timeline was flooded with that. And every blue moon, I get something stupid or silly. Now, I have to go and search for people if I want to hear something intelligent.
I think TikTok ended. They're going to be doing their new thing February 15th.
Well, they done already changed that algorithm. And on one hand, I don't blame China. I'm not giving you my algorithm. I'm sorry. I'm not going to hand it over to you where we have this great thing going. So on one hand, I ain't mad at them. But on the other hand, that's what I do when I'm sitting on the toilet. I like to scroll, late at night. And now don't get me wrong, I love my electricity, but I don't want to hear that all the time. No. I want to hear a business tip. I want to hear if I'm doing something. And I don't want to always have to search for it. And I think that's why I love TikTok, because it paid attention to what you were paying attention to.
Right. It gives you what you're reaching for. Yeah.
All my political stuff. I have to go and look for it now. Like I have not seen Roland Martin or Don Lemon or the little feminist white girl on TikTok without looking for them in the past 3 weeks.
Well, they're probably going to try to keep them as far back as they possibly can, because they know Roland Martin going to give it to you. Don Lemon, now that he's not under the umbrella.
TikTok, but I follow him on YouTube. So I get Roland Martin all the time. And the guy down there in Georgia, I can't call his name right now, the professor Dr. Light Skin Brother.
Well, Rashad Richie.
There you go. I catch him on.
Yes.
Yeah. But speaking of, here we back to the election. You guys know that he signed a law. I don't know if it's an executive law or a Congress passed law. I have to do my research. But the post office is changing. So when you put your mail in, it goes to, it's not date stamped then. It goes to an off-site location, and when they process it, they date stamp it, and then it's mailed out. So that's going to cause a delay for those with those ballots, mail-in ballots.
Which you already feel like it's fraud.
Right, and with bills. Most people don't pay through mail anymore, but nonetheless, for those that do, like me, you could get a late fee. Yeah. So it's all about making money and to steal. But here's how you counter that. You could pay electronically or set up auto pay for your bills. But with the election, don't take it to the post office. Take it to the office of election. That way they'll have it. It can bypass the post office because that's what they're planning on doing.
Oh, yeah. Oh, they're going to steal it. They're going to steal it.
Yeah. Because if you know... Well, right, because when election day, they don't call it till later on, sometimes a day or two, because all those mail-in ballots have to be counted. So when they come in, it's not stamped before the deadline, they toss it up. Toss it.
Now here it is. That's also going to affect tax season. Because, if it's April 15th, everybody in there on April 15th trying to get that stamp. So now you're telling me my taxes got to be done by April 1st?
No, you need to have them done by January, by February 1st. Now, here's the thing on TikTok with the taxes. A lot of people are going into their HR office and they file an exempt.
Yeah.
They like, why are we still going to let these people take out federal taxes when they're doing what they're doing? Now we know clearly what they're doing.
But then at the same time, it's gonna hurt you if you don't have a business it's gonna hurt you because you're gonna end up owing so much.
They're gonna penalize you.
They're gonna penalize you.
And then it's gonna be like interest accruing like every day and all that. So I was telling one guy, I was like, yo, I understand what you're saying, and I'm gearing towards that. You know what I'm saying? Not letting them take the federal, but you best be getting ready for the big payback because they're gonna come back. You're gonna owe them $13,000.
Yep.
Easy.
Yep. They gonna get their money. They gonna get their money.
But that's wrong though. Why? But we taking care of Israel. They get free health care and education. And he proudly said yesterday on TV, "Oh, we send them $6 billion every year."
But we got
I never like
take care of America. America first. America first.
No, he's keeping us under the dust. Shit, they trying to kill us, deport us, and everything, but you taking care of everybody else.
But in fairness, though, all the presidential parties have been doing that all along. Even Obama, Clinton, Israel got billions and billions. That's just what they do. They just make their mind up. They're not going to let Israel cast out, dry out. They're going to keep funding them.
That is so not right.
I don't like it either.
Why?
I don't like it either. I don't like it.
I want to know what.
I just want to know why our tax money got to go and take care of other countries.
I mean, the reparations. I mean, everybody got their reparations, but the people that's here that should get reparations. I mean, I get Japan because damn it, we should pay them. We should pay.
They already paid them. They've been paid. You think Japan?
They should still be getting reparations. I'm sure some kid over there tomorrow gonna dig and hit a piece of nuclear something from 80 years ago. So,
why Jews getting reparations for a Holocaust that didn't even take place on American soil?
Why is Germany not paying for that? I get the Italians that get reparations for the mess that happened in New Orleans back in 18 whatever. I can deal with that. It happened over here. But it was 400 years of buffoonery. And we can't get decent education. We couldn't get affirmative action without no shit. Like, damn.
I don't see giving Black people reparations on that level, like what you're saying. Now, if we're gonna give out reparations, let's give it through education, home buying. You know what I'm saying? Finance managing classes, and you have to have a little certificate when you complete. You know, it need to be set up, not just sending out checks to individuals. Right.
Well, I beg to differ from it, because this country became one of the wealthiest countries in the world off of free labor. So damn it, pay my money. You got paid off me, pay me off me. So
but now they get paid off you. They got paid off your ancestors. We never did a day of slavery.
But my blood is flowing from theirs. Their blood is flowing in mine, so it's still.
I got their epigenetics.
And I'm not saying don't give it, but I'm saying you have to
discount payment.
Right.
Don't discount payment. Don't bring all other stuff, but still pay me.
Yeah, but you can't, because they're gonna spend it all in Walmart trying to buy boys.
Damn, if they blow it, it's theirs.
It's my money.
It's yours. Right.
Well, let's be honest. Let's be honest, y'all. With the audience, we have to be honest. Do you really think we're going to get reparations?
No.
Well, absolutely not. I don't expect justice from unjust folks. These folks have proven time and time again they just ain't no good. So that's just it. So we have to do ourselves. We have to do for ourselves. The hell with them. We don't need their approval. Read some of this book, Black Fortune. It show how we have always made money. I told you, Robert Reed Church, he built up Memphis, Beale Street. He was the first billionaire of the South. Everybody came through him.
Yeah, and they took
it. Yeah, but he still did it, regardless.
I mean, so Oklahoma, Rosewood. I mean, those places had it going on. But there come the inhuman white people.
But guess what? Right. And guess what? They didn't have no governmental subsidies. They did it on their own. So we did it on their own. Millions and millions of dollars into the church, the Black church, because the Black church get plenty of money. Yeah. We can do that for ourselves. Yeah. We can do it for ourselves. The hell with them. The hell with them.
The only problem with that is, well, I don't even want to use the word problem, because problem means it can't be done. But the only issue with that would be we still in they shit. And they gonna see that we doing something and say, you know what? Hold on, we gotta stop these niggas from doing it. And then we have Tulsa again. We have Lake Lanier again. We have Roller. We have Central Park again. We have.
Well, I think what we need to focus on as a culture is moving in silence. I think that's one thing we need to learn to try to do. I know it's hard, and it's hard to do. It's hard, to move in silence these days, because there's so many platforms with social media. In order to get the message out, you got to tell somebody. You know what I mean? What the plan is. You know what I'm saying?
So silent we can go, because we still have to follow their guidelines to get the stuff done. So we got.
I think there should. I think now. There should be other ways to. Well,
if we're gonna go and build a tiny home community, we have to go to the county to say, hey, what's going on here? We have to go to the utility companies to get the lights, to get the water, and we got to file for the permit. Then we got to go and look at the plans that's gonna happen in that town for the next 10 years to see if we comply. Then we got to go to the state. we're gonna have to make a footprint in order to do whatever it is we got to do.
But can't we follow the same guidelines that Black Panther Party followed? Because they didn't get nothing from the government either.
They were destroyed too. The government destroyed them, but I still think we're looking at it wrong. I think we need to look at an exodus out of here. This country is not for us, never has been, never will. And I get it. We've been here the first and we put our blood, sweat, and tears. I'm not going away. That's fine. But as long as these folks are running it, we ain't getting S.H.I.T. Every opportunity, every stance we took, just like Shakira said, they came in and burnt us out, wiped us out, period. So you can look at it.
Oh, okay, go ahead.
Like I said, you can look at it in the entertainment business. Now and I'm not saying that they shouldn't. R. Kelly and P. Diddy or all those other folks that were awful. But what about Epstein? Trump is gonna pardon old girl Maxine Giselle. She gonna get a pardon.
Yeah, they gave her a puppy the other day, so she have a
she gonna
puppy
get a
now.
pardon. So every move we make, they come after us. They target us. But go ahead, Chicago.
A puppy. Okay.
Yeah, you know, she gets to come out. She come out of the prison grounds and go down to the grocery store and go shopping. She do all of that.
I'm not gonna focus on that.
And I agree with you, cuz I do. I'm sorry, Shakar. I agree with you, cuz there should be an exit out. But I'm 61 now. I don't see me trying to go nowhere to do. When I hit the lottery, now that's a whole. We'll come back to that. You know what I'm saying? Once I hit this lottery this year, because we can go and buy us an island, and everybody had their own
but
house.
Not an Epstein Island.
No, we know
not an Epstein Island.
Our Epstein Island gonna be a party island. You come to our island, we're gonna be partying. But we ain't gonna have no YT people on there either.
No, ma'am. So I say, Anthony, your vision is the concept of Pan-Africanism. We help us, build us, do for us, and get the hell on and do for us over there.
Yeah,
it will be great to have my lovely Pan-African, hard-headed Black husband to come on with us one day, because that's his whole vision. Like, that is our goal. Our goal is to try to get down there this summer after we send my baby off, see what's going on, and get in with my uncle who already lives over there 6 months out of the year. And eventually get over there. I'm like, I'm rushing it, but I'm not rushing it.
Y'all going to Africa?
I'm rushing it, but I'm not rushing it. Like, I want to go, but I don't want to go, but I want to go. And the reason I don't want to go is because I'm so fixed and Americanized, and I'm not, the toilet water gonna go the opposite way, and all the dumb reasons why we are so American, and I can't go to Africa. But on the other hand, I want to see people that look like me, and I want to see people who are happy to be who they are, and the ones that ain't happy to be who they are, you need to get your ass over here. Let's switch places. So I want to go.
Then you have to act. Now, if Africa was all of that, then why are they coming here?
The same reason other countries are all of that and everybody coming here. But here it's easy for them to get things, because, and I hate to say it that way and it may sound ignorant, it's easy for a lot of Indians, Africans, whatever and else to come over here and get a lot of these things, these benefits, these programs and all these things that we as Americans don't take advantage of. And then they take that stuff back to their house. They go back to the home.
Yeah.
Like, so I feel like it's not necessarily they want to come over here because America is so great. It's because America has great opportunities that Americans don't take advantage of.
But we can't take advantage of the opportunity because they take us through too many hoops and this and that and that. You
can take advantage of the opportunity because there are people who have PhD degrees, master's, bachelor's degree, didn't pay a dime for it. They took advantage of the opportunity, the scholarships that's out there. You just got to do the groundwork. And they're running from oppression. As awful as this country is towards us and other minorities, it's still one of the great places for opportunities. And women can vote here. In some of those nations, women cannot vote. So you see,
that's no change. They working the change there.
But here's the thing, But here's the thing: they need us as much as we need them. So if we come with some of our Western ideas and capitalism and experience of what not to do to govern by and oppress people, then we can go over there and help shake up some of their things to make life better for all of us over there. Because Africa is a starving continent what it does not have to be. And I think I sent this to you because most of the ground that they're using is for Western's wealth, and they're not planting food for themselves. So they're starving because Western world
in the Congo, Sudan.
The Congo is it's just atrocious. They are killing those people left and right, and it's all for that. I think it's the cobalt, that chemical, because it makes cell phones. and they got them kids digging for that, and that exposure to it is early death and just horrendous health until you die. They got no health insurance, they got no medicine for them, and not only that, they beat them, they kick them, they force them to work from sun up to sundown digging for that cobalt for our cell phones.
Yep.
Wow.
Look, send me the South
So
Africa. That's my only thing. Just take me to
Is
South
there
Africa.
another way we can get cell phones?
I'm sure they are, but it's more cost efficient and it's easier to use cobalt than it is for them to do something else. And
I was
they
looking
can
at a
get
video on Instagram where the guy pulled up in the Congo. The guy pulled up in the truck and told the boy he had the food in the white container, the closed container carry out. He told him to take his hat off. Told me, you can't have this container, take your hat off. So he took the hat off and he poured the food over into the man's hat that he'd been wearing all day long. All day long. And so the guy started eating, he was hungry. So he eating. So he said, can I have one of those waters? Can I get water? He said, you want one of those waters? And he was like, yeah. And he was like, no. And drove off.
Yeah, they treat them bad. It's slavery at its worst over there. The Congo has a history. I don't want to call him a king, but Leopold, I think that's his name, the second, back in the day, he went over there and claimed it. And if the Africans did not keep their quota of picking whatever it was work they were supposed to be, he was chopping off their hands and limbs.
Leopold?
Leopold II, he killed more people than Hitler did. But you don't hear a word about him.
Damn.
Wow, I didn't know he was that bad.
Yeah, do your research.
Yeah.
Wow.
I've heard about him. And it's just, at the end of the day, it's just bad all the way around.
He wasn't no king. They give him that title, but he wasn't no king. He was a devil. He was a demonic. He was a degenerate. He was an animal.
Oh, he was Trump before Trump.
Right. And Hitler and before Hitler and all that.
Hitler.
Yeah.
Every couple of hundred years they got one.
Right. And don't leave out Rhodes. Heard that Rhodes Scholar?
Mm-hmm.
It's an Oxford Rhodes Scholar.
Mm-hmm.
Clinton went to school. He was a Rhodes Scholar. Where Rhodes was just as awful. He made Hitler look like a choir boy. He was down in South Africa, the way he did to black people. Do your research. These folks just ain't no good, man.
Man, they no. I mean, I've come to the conclusion, and I've accepted the fact that white tea people are inhuman because they have no souls, and you have to have a soul to be a human. You know what I mean?
You saying that, or was that my brother-in-law?
Because according to the word that according to the word that people of Christianity. That people have put so much of their time into, the soul will leave the body and go and rest with the Lord. So if you don't have a soul,
you ain't resting on it. I really think that was my brother-in-law who is white. My white brother-in-law is the first one to tell you crackers ain't shit.
They don't have a soul. They do not. And not only just, those are the brutal white people. We look at the 400 kids that was down at Atlantic Station the other night. The 400 kids down there that's shooting at the police.
Why does that feel like an exaggeration? It ain't 400 kids in a school.
Well, it was 400. Now, it was only 5 shooting.
That's why it doesn't make sense. How can you have a group of 400? Where does 400 children come from?
We don't know. They was just, how you be at a fair and they just be walking and merging it. They wasn't all
400 people might have been there, including parents, including adults. I just find it very hard to believe as a Negro that should not have been in Atlanta doing stuff and who has had 3 children migrating and doing stuff, going to the city of Atlanta, doing shit. They ain't got no business in the city of Atlanta. I find it hard to believe that 400 children
under 18,
under 18,
under
20 of them don't show up in school.
And under 18, because Atlantic Station, when it get dark, you have to be 21. Yeah, there's 400 of them.
I think it was 400 people.
No, you got to go look at the video, boo. Go look at the video.
It was probably a lot of children. Don't get me wrong. And I guess
the video ain't shooting 400 people though.
No, it was only 5 shooting. No, it was only 5 shooting. They got those 5 juveniles. They got them, and they're charging them and their parents. But the rule for Atlantic City Atlantic Station has been like that for the last 7 to 8 years.
Yeah.
You cannot be down there if you're not an adult.
Simple as that.
But
and
they
I honestly feel like it's a lot of places like that. The Battery is one. Anywhere that there's live here, work here, play here, and they have entertainment, I really feel like under 18, you got to be gone by 10.
They have a curfew.
You got to have a curfew in those places, not only because of young people stupid, but people live there. That's their house.
Like you said, the Battery don't have a curfew. They don't have a curfew at the Battery.
Nope.
I'm surprised Cobb County didn't implement a curfew.
But it's Cobb County. It's the Brave. I think it's for them. It might be a little harder because it's the stadium there, and during the season, folks be dropping their kids off and all other stuff. Because I've seen kids just run amok. It hasn't been no issues, but I don't know. But there ain't no curfew down there, and they be tripping me out to see. But I think anywhere that has this whole live here, work here, play here community needs it. And then it's hard.
They definitely need a curfew because these children, there again, like I was saying, it's not just the YT people. We have some people, people of color that they don't have souls. They don't have souls. They fear nothing.
They fear nothing.
You keep laughing at me when I say
they don't fear. These children don't fear much of nothing these days.
Because they don't have a soul. Look at when you're talking to them. You know what I'm saying? Catch one of them and, you get into a conversation or something, and they'll turn and look at you, with just a full blank face of nothing but emptiness.
Mm-hmm.
And then you guess, you'll be like, why you look at me like that?
There's so many little kids like that. And I'm at the school and I be in there with them children. I be like, what is wrong with you? But that doesn't mean you don't love on them and you don't try to direct them and you don't, because I chunked the hell out of them.
Not in 2026. Not for Stacey LaShawn. Not in 2026, baby.
It's chucking the hell out of them.
The change has begun. Okay.
You want something from me? You gonna hear it.
The change has begun. Because first of all, the disrespect, I don't have to tolerate that. I didn't birth now child, so I don't have to deal with no disrespect from nobody's nothing. I don't have to deal with it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
If you're not gonna be grateful and appreciate, why should I keep doing it? That's
on one hand, working in the school, I do see that. Yes, you have those soulless children and their parents, but then you have some of these moments where these kids, they don't know no better because they mamas and daddies ain't shit. I hate to say it that way, but I think about it like this. When I was leaving high school, that's when No Child Left Behind really started, 2001. I didn't have but a year left. So you had all these 3rd, 4th, and 5th graders at that time. All of them can't read. All of them can't add. They have no critical thinking. They have none of that. And now they have children out here. And all these kids are in school. So they got pushed. And now you're trying to get them to help these kids. And all they know is, I need to go to work at McDonald's. All they know is, I need to go to work at Pizza Hut. They don't know, I need to go to work. Let me go try to put in a job at Wellstar. Let me go out here and try to do this and this. All they don't know no better because no child was left behind. All the motherfuckers was left behind.
I mean, I'm not laughing at them because it's sad. I'm laughing at the way you said it. I'm not laughing at it because it's sad. It's really sad.
Very sad because now all of them have kids, and then we have so much expectations for those kids. How can we have so much expectations from them when they don't have the direction? Yes, it starts at home. Yes, it does. But if ain't shit at home, what can we expect to see from them?
It's just like cuz always say when we be talking, they crack babies of the crack babies. You know what I'm saying? It's the crack babies of the crack babies. So
it's the meth babies of the crack babies.
Yeah. So some of them right here, the elevator don't go all the way up, and it's not their fault.
Is there a door on the elevator?
Yeah, but it's not their fault.
I mean, and that's where, for me, where reparations comes in. Let's get these babies in a building, because you have enough people at the school or volunteering or the church that said these children is fucked up. We need to do something to try to get them something so they can try to take it back home and maybe introduce something. So when you say reparations, we need to create a gym, a school of common sense. I don't know.
Reparations wouldn't do nothing but strengthen the economy. Because when you send them checks out or make them direct deposits, they're going to go out into these malls and into these stores and these dealerships, and they're going to spend. So all we can do is strengthen the economy for whoever the administration is at the time. Because I'm sure by the time reparations come, I'll be long gone. So whoever the administration is at that time, that's why I say don't distribute. You know, okay, let me retract. Don't give it all to them.
Yeah, give me some dollars. Give me some dollars, but give me a building too. Give me some dollars and give me a place to go, a refuge. Give me some dollars. So because I think even if you do create these buildings, create these refuge, these things for people to get, you also going to have to give them money because they so messed up they don't have a car. Everybody not gonna live in walking distance of that new resource. So they're gonna have to have a car to get there. Everybody's not gonna be able to get off work and afford to be off work to deal with those resources. So you gotta have a couple dollars. You have to give them something to, I don't want to say reinvest in themselves to get to those resources. So a couple dollars gonna have to be given.
Yeah, you're gonna give them you're gonna give them finance managing classes.
But guess what? How you gonna get there?
That's what you're gonna give them. Technology,
they
do it online. As long as they complete and get their little
okay, so I can do it online, but I don't have a computer. All I have is my phone. So you got
the internet.
You gotta have internet.
Yeah, but who don't have computers nowadays though, sis? I mean, everybody, come on now. The average household
has one computer.
No, they might not have it. They might have one computer, like she said, it's just their phones.
And it's just their phone. So many kids don't know how to do, baby. People don't know how to do nothing on a computer. Like everything is on a phone or a tablet. It's the biggest frustration that I got a friend, I love her to death, but I be like, that's a tablet. They want an iPad. What are you gonna do with a computer? Because the iPad is a mobile device. All websites don't work on a mobile device.
Right.
You have to have a computer. All websites ain't set up the same, all this stuff. So you have to have a computer to do a lot of things. And yes, these kids get Chromebooks at school, but half the damn websites are blocked because it's supposed to be just for school. So the parent can't use it. So yeah, the kids might have a Chromebook that they got from school, but the parents don't have nothing. What do they have? They have their phone. So some dollars gonna have to be given. And just like, now that I'm saying it out loud, you know how you have a business that gets a grant or something, and they say that this is what this is going to be used for, and at the end of the year they have to show that they did 90% of what they said. I feel like, okay, say we give you $10,000. Them $10,000, you got to have this. 5 of that has to be spent for betterment to be able to use these resources that we have. Maybe it needs to be a stipulation on it if we give some money, because they are going to need money to be able to utilize the resources that are set up.
Yeah, but $10,000 in 2030 ain't gonna start no business.
Well, that's an easy number.
In the year 2030, in the year 2040, $10,000.
It was just an example.
I know she was just throwing it out there, but I'm just saying in 2040, by the time y'all get to reparations, yeah, 10 grand.
But think about it like this. What if it says $100,000 per family of 2? You get that $100,000 over the next 5 years. You don't get it all at one time. And
why don't you say $100,000 per family of 2 kids, and we put it in a fund for school and possibly the kids' future? No,
because who's controlling that? You're not controlling that.
Somebody got to control it, and who's to say they won't steal it? So don't put it in no fund.
Give it some checklist, and you can't get your next $10,000 until you prove that out of that $10,000, 60% of it went toward your next, growth and improvement. Because everybody gonna want some shoes, everybody gonna want their hair done, everybody gonna want a new couch, a new TV. You deserve that.
And we talking what? We talking roughly how many black people in America? If you give everybody a reparation check, what we got? What? No, we only make up 14%.
About 12 to 14%. Well, we're about 31, 32 million, I think, if I'm not mistaken. But no, I'm against all that. Don't give me my money with no stipulations. The stipulations was my ancestors worked from sun up to sundown for shit. Give me all my money. If I choose to burn it, blow it, or whatever, that's my business. You don't give stipulations to Israel with that money. And if you do, they defy every last one of them. They defy every UN proclamation. They keep building in Palestinian land, occupied territory. They say to hell with what you say. We're going to do what we want to say, and they still get their money. No,
that's what I need to do with my federal taxes. I need to say to hell with what you say, and I'm going to keep my federal taxes, and then just lock me up. And just lock me up.
IRS don't play. IRS will get you.
Lock me up and put my money on my commissary so I can eat good.
You see what I'm saying? And then I'm going to go ahead and do it in 4 months, because if it's only $13,000, Lauryn Hill didn't do but 3 months, and she owed $2 million.
She had a good attorney to advocate
have a good
for
one
it.
Too.
Yeah. I'm gonna win the lottery.
An attorney that don't believe in taxes. That's all we need is an attorney that live his life like Trump. Don't pay no tax. Don't ask me for no taxes, and it won't be
no stipulation on my money. Give me my money. Period.
Yeah. Okay, JG Wentworth. It's my money, and I want it now.
Hey. We need money, we need cash, and we need it now.
Okay. I'm just trying to think of a way that'll make everybody happy.
And not with,
you ain't gonna make everybody
happy. 32,000 people is I mean 32 million. Sorry, 32 million people.
Hell, with 32,000 ain't gonna do it. So shit.
No, it's not gonna happen. That's why they're not gonna promise you reparation. Because first of all, you have to go through. We need to know who came from slavery.
It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. They have money to give to any and every country for anything they feel the need for. This 30-some million people. That is nothing but a drop in the bucket. Give the money. I wouldn't care if their ancestors wasn't in slavery or not. Yeah, we would want those in slavery to give more. But if you're going to give it, give it. It doesn't matter. Give it.
Because you know they do that. They're going to want to give the YT people a reparations check as well. They're going to feel the same way.
They got one. They got
one. After slavery,
they got one. Yes. Those white slave plantations. But that's their fault because they didn't move into the inner city. But slave plantations got paid. The slave traders got paid.
I know that
even when the slave
lost the slave.
Right, when they had insurance on them. No, they had insurance on them. And when they lost their so-called cargo coming across, they were insured. They got paid. So don't say YT didn't get paid. Yes, they did.
They got paid.
Yes, they did.
What's the name of that company that's still around today? Lords and Sons.
I can't think.
Lords and London.
I can't think of.
Lords and London.
No.
Ladies and Sons. It's a something. No, that's Paula Dean. It's a company now.
That Lehman Brothers is closed. Lehman's prospered. Yeah, they prospered off slavery. They closed now. But it was an insurance company.
Insurance company. Something about lady.
It was an insurance company.
I'm gonna look it up.
Okay.
But
well, YouTubers, we're almost coming to an end, but we just want to let you know that we're on top of it. As y'all can see, we started the year off with a bang. I hope everyone was able to start the year off with a bang. We have a guest that will be coming up in a couple of weeks, and that's going to be exciting. That is definitely going to be exciting, and we're going to have some more guests that will be coming up in the coming months. So big things to come with Get Your Shit. So stay tuned in with us. Continue to follow us. We love you guys. Get your shit. No, I know, right? Get your shit.
Look,
Okay.
shit not a cuss word. It's the action. The verb, the noun.
I'm trying real hard. I'm gonna pull away from the deep curse words. You know what I'm saying?
So you don't stop dropping F-bomb.
Yeah. You know, I'm gonna try to, I'm gonna refrain from some because I can go off. And I'm trying not to, pop a blood vessel. But I just wanna, I really want this burden to get off me because I feel like I'm the president of this country. Because I feel like I wear this burden.
This president, because this ass ain't got no burden.
Huh?
I said, ain't this president? He ain't got no damn burden.
But I don't know why.
And guess what I read he trying to do? I don't know if it's true or not, but he once claimed the bounty of the Venezuela president that $50 million because he captured him. He wants the money.
Well, he said that on TV when what's his face was at the podium. Pete Hegseth. He said it was a $50 million bounty.
I don't want it.
He said, "Well, me and you gonna split that." He said, "Me and you gonna split that."
See, see the point that I'm saying?
Yeah. He said we're gonna split that because we captured him. That's what he said right there at the news conference. We're gonna.
So wait a minute. You can put out a number, do it, and then
get the money.
Get the fuck.
That's why I say, give me my money. They got money for everything else. Give me my money.
Well, let's look at it like this. The man been in there almost a year, and nobody can stop him from nothing that he does. He's in full control. He don't think about the Constitution written by the forefathers.
He's got some stops. They pulled the judges pulled out those National Guards and troopers in some of them cities. So he's being stopped.
That's only because they're about to sit on. They're gonna be back up for war because they're going to war. United States going to war.
We're not gonna claim it. I say if you scare him real good, just put him in a movie theater in a horror movie and just scare him real good. It'll stop him. Somebody come around the corner real fast.
All they need is a sister. A sister will get him straight. You see, Chrissy Teigen got him straight. He do not bother her because she called him some choice words, and he never clapped back.
And Cardi B said the other day on her interview, she said, Trump don't bother me. She said it. She said, Trump does not bother me.
Sisters will light his ass up.
That's why they need to let First Lady Michelle Obama loose on this old decrepit.
But look, she might not be going high on that after that.
All right,
we're going to head out of here. Please, if you want to be a part of the show, you have any ideas, you have any things you want to hear us talk about, I think that's ideas, same thing. Please just hit us up, follow, like, subscribe, all that good stuff, and we will be back next week, y'all.
Happy New Year.
Happy New Year, everybody.